And this one from the Inkey list is so good, so potent. I absolutely love it. Problem with mine is that it's expired. I just found that out. Oh, this I think is expired. You know what? That is no longer alpha arbutinning. The 5 best serums from the Inkey list and how they actually work on your skin, as explained by a medical esthetician who is f***ing breakout prone. My face is tired, I get hit by the sun, the sun's UV rays try to damage my skin cells, and there are some products that have been either in my routine in the past or are in my routine currently that are lifesavers. And I think it's important to understand not only which product is good, but which ones actually absorb into the skin, and then how these active ingredients work. So that way, if you see these ingredients in other products, or if you're shopping through store shelves and someone asks you about the brand, you can actually embrace your inner skintellectual and be able to help them or make the right choices for you and your skin. The other thing I love about the Inkey list is that all of these are like under $10. I've listed them all here. If you click this little button, it pulls them up so you can actually read the ingredients with me. But let's talk about the ingredients, how these work, and which skin types these products are right for. We're actually going to start with alpha arbutin. This is such a little hero ingredient that so many people don't pay attention to. Alpha arbutin is fantastic for pigmentation because of how it transforms itself into hydroquinone. You see, hydroquinone is what's prescribed by doctors and dermatologists. It is really, really potent, and it works on the skin to help reduce pigmentation. It works for things like melasma, for acne spots, for injuries that happen to the skin, and even sun damage and those sunspots or liver spots that some people get. Well, the thing about hydroquinone is that it's very intense, it's now prescription only, and you can get what's called rebound hyperpigmentation, meaning when you stop using hydroquinone, the pigmentation can come back worse. And that's why it's so important that a doctor or dermatologist helps with that. When alpha arbutin is applied topically to the skin, your skin's bacteria naturally transforms it into hydroquinone. We have microflora, we basically have a microbiome on our skin, and specifically the staphylococcus, like Staphylococcus aureus, that lives naturally in our pores, can literally transform this into hydroquinone. And this helps to manage pigmentation and dark spots on the skin in a much more gentle way than the prescription hydroquinone stuff. Alpha arbutin is amazing. It's easy to get over the counter, it's easy to use, and there aren't a lot of issues or dangers with using it the way that there might be with hydroquinone. And this one from the Inkey list is so good, so potent. I absolutely love it. Problem with mine is that it's expired. I just found that out. Oh, this I think is expired. You know what? That is no longer alpha arbutinning. I do need to buy a new one, but this is absolutely a fantastic, lightweight, absorbable serum that you can use before your sunscreen or at night to help fade those dark spots or any of that uneven skin tone. Now, speaking of fun in the sun, we gotta talk about Q10. Q10, otherwise known as ubiquinone, is phenomenal. First off, it's used in medicine. It can actually be taken orally to help support our body. It shows up in our plasma, in our blood. But when applied topically to the skin, this is an amazing antioxidant that can absolutely rejuvenate the upper layers of your skin. When we're young, there's a ton of Q10 in our skin. But as we get older, those Q10 levels start to kind of go down. They start to dip. And for those who are actually spending lots of time in the sun, their Q10 levels are also diminished. Q10 is also known as coenzyme Q10 or ubiquinone, and this is fantastic when applied topically. There have actually been some medical studies that looked at topical application of ubiquinone, and they found that it turned into ubiquinol. And what's amazing about that, especially when this happens in the upper levels of the skin, is that it's oil soluble, meaning it can use the oils in your skin naturally to get inside and actually do some good work. It also protects the DNA and the mitochondria in your skin cells from damage from the sun. And while this is not like a sunscreen, this is not a sun protector, you can use this underneath a sunscreen to support the sunscreen's effects and also to help against environmental damage. If you're going on a hike, if you're going to the beach, if you live in a polluted city, this is an amazing antioxidant that's really easy to use. And do you see how lightweight and beautiful that is on my skin? It soaks in so wonderfully, and coenzyme Q10 is something that almost everyone's skin can benefit from, especially since we naturally lose it as we get older and we could use a little bit of replenishing. Now, in a similar little package to Q10, but much more potent and a little bit harder to manage, are these babies, the twins, the alpha and beta hydroxy acids. The Inkey list does their AHA and BHA acids so fucking well. These little serums are, again, like under 10 bucks, super potent, and you can mix and match them or just use them individually. BHA is also known as your salicylic acid, beta hydroxy acid. It's oil soluble, so it dives deep into pores using your skin's natural oil. And what's great about BHA is that it's an exfoliant, but it's great for acne. If you have blackheads and whiteheads, this can actually kill acne bacteria, but the exfoliation can also help renew the skin. And if you're oily, your skin will love this. You can mix it in with other moisturizers. You can use it alone as a serum. I love this, but you could also use it in combination with an AHA if you really want to live life on the dangerous side, or you could just use an AHA if you want something more gentle. AHAs are water soluble, so these are a little bit more gentle on the skin, and they can actually act as humectants, grabbing onto water and moisture. This formula also has a little bit of hyaluronic acid in there. It has some glucose, so some sugar. So this is actually a really great hydrating AHA serum. It really helps to resurface the skin. It has glycolic acid, which penetrates deep. And when this gets in your pores, it can help exfoliate, but also provide a glow. Again, if you use these together, they are potent. I would recommend separate, but they are both fantastic. And the Inkey list really does these basic AHA, BHA serums pretty much better than anyone else. The Ordinary does give them a run for their money, but we have videos on the Ordinary and how to use their acids as well if you're curious about that. And when it comes to serums, the Inkey list has a little trick up their sleeve when it comes to vitamin C. Vitamin C is very special. Almost every single brand has it, but not every brand does it well. And a lot of vitamin C's can be sticky or tacky, and as you know, because you're a certified skin intellectual, at least you are if you subscribe to the channel. As a certified skin intellectual, you know that there are forms of vitamin C like L-ascorbic acid, like magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. And these different forms of vitamin C can be more or less stable in the sun, or they can be better for certain skin types, such as sodium ascorbyl phosphate being slightly better for acne-prone skin. Well, the Inkey list has a 15% vitamin C that has a little something special to it. Not only is this vitamin C excellent for pigmentation, for brightening the skin, for helping give an antioxidant boost under sunscreen, but this also has EGF in it, epidermal growth factor. EGF is fantastic because it's actually made naturally by our skin. It is used in the body's inflammation pathways, and it's essential for wound healing. And vitamin C is used for wound healing as well. And what makes this serum so special is that yes, it protects you from pollution, boosts the sunscreen, yada yada yada, but I think this is super special because of the way it helps with wound healing. Again, it has the EGF and the vitamin C, both of which have been shown to be amazing for healing blemishes, for wounds, for little fissures on the skin. As you can see, I kind of have like I think I scratched my skin with my nail. Check that out. I can just put this right on, and this is actually giving my skin the ingredients, the antioxidant support, and some of the wound healing benefits that are going to help my skin do what it does naturally better. I also have this giant pimple on my nose. I've also got one here on my forehead. I've also got one like right here. It's been painful. It's been painful, okay? But this EGF serum is fantastic because it is so lightweight on the skin, and it's not your traditional vitamin C. It really does go that extra mile. Now, this is not like completely non-sticky, non-tacky. It's not overly tacky, like it's still smooth on the skin, but it can be a little bit tacky if you use too much. But I've never had this gum up or pill up under the skin. The Inkey list does have some other vitamin C products that are thicker that do that, or there are many other vitamin C's that are a little bit thicker on the skin. They kind of give you that blech feeling. This one does not do that. Not completely velvety smooth, but it's pretty darn good. And this just makes it perfect for, again, your daily use under sunscreen, or for those evenings where you need a little bit of skin support, some wound healing. You need to strengthen up the skin and literally promote your skin's natural healing process. The Inkey list does not disappoint ingredient-wise or price-wise. Again, just don't leave your products to expire in the car, and let me know which of these is either in your routine that you love, or which one you think you want to add to your routine, or if there is a product from the Inkey list that you absolutely fucking love that's in your routine and you're like, Cassandra, how is this not a top 5 serum? Let me know. Again, this is serums. We haven't spoken about the Inkey list moisturizers, their new sunscreen, their cleansers. Those are bomb diggity too. We're just talking about the best serums here. These are my top picks, and I want to hear what you have to say, but always remember to stay hydrated. Again, these 3 are pretty darn good for that. Remember to reapply your SPF. I would suggest putting one of these serums on underneath your SPF, and always remember to be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video where we actually break down the history of the Inkey list and the little love story that actually helped this brand get created in the first place. Love you guys. Bye.